In neighboring Haiti, a mere 1.5-hour flight from the U.S., a horrific human rights crisis is unfolding that affects hundreds of thousands of children. These children are called Restavek. These children are isolated, exploited, and abused. Treated like property, they are forced to work from sun up to sun down. Each day, they live in fear of physical violation and humiliation. They live without love, without hope, and without freedom. In A Path Appears, journalist Nicholas Kristof and actress Alfre Woodard join Restavek Freedom in Haiti to uncover the severity of the Restavek crisis.
Haiti has an institutionalized system of child trafficking called the Restavek system. And this comes from the French words to rest avec somebody, to stay with somebody. It's particularly formalized, institutionalized in Haiti.
There are maybe 250,000, maybe 300,000 Restaveks in Haiti. It typically involves a family in rural areas who have too many children, who send a small child, typically a girl, to live with a person in a city, effectively to function as a slave.
The potential for abuse when you get a girl sent from the countryside with no ability to contact her parents, nobody looking out for her, in a family that regards her with disdain, if not contempt, is just enormous. Restavek Freedom is an organization in Haiti that does outreach to Restavek girls, to host families. Try to make people know that they have to treat their Restavek children in their household with respect. And secondly, where people don't meet that standard, where people are abusing these children, to intervene, provide them with an education and a new future.
So, can you tell us a little bit about your current situation? How are you treated? And where do you sleep at night?
On the floor.
Given all that we know now, what can be done to help? What's the next step?
Yet there is hope. Because of generous freedom partners like you and the hard work of our child advocates, we are able to intervene in the lives of children like Mary Lane. We are able to provide her the hope of a future through education and a child advocate who loves and cares for her. This can create an amazing and beautiful transformation for a child in slavery. In Common Dreams, a CNN Freedom Project documentary, activist Justin Dillon and Oscar and Grammy-winning artist Common learn about how life-changing it can be when a child partner helps to provide one of these children with a child advocate and an education.
So this is Fedna, one of the girls we would typically see in the market. We'd see her, we'd befriend her, say, hello, how are you, what's your name? And then she'll tell us where she lives. We're gonna go in here, which is her home.
She's 10 years old. She's doing work that's beyond her physical strength, work that the adults should be doing, going a couple of times a day to fetch for water.
So you use your observation to see if you think a child is in that situation?
Exactly. Again, it's just some of the signs. Again, sometimes if they have bad skin problems, scabies or whatever, or marks and scars on their bodies, their clothes.
They don't see this child as part of her family, so it's easier to target or project a lot of the abuse onto this child. She's not part of that family.
Haitian law dictates that children should be allowed to go to school, so that when you're keeping children out of school and forcing them to be at home at work, especially if they're not your children, that becomes a form of child slavery.
Bonsoir, papi.
Fabiola understands the culture and understands the dignity not just of the children but of the families, and that is very, very important because she's able to work with the families and be able to slowly pull them out.
Li va jamais à l'école. She's never been to school.
I said, would he like for her to go to school?
Est-ce que t'as aimé pour t'aider pour aller à l'école? He's saying he'd be happy since God gives all the power. He'd be happy if she can go to school.
I said, can we take her to school tomorrow? Could she go to school tomorrow?
Well, you know, I've seen a lot of brokering around child slavery, but this was one deal that was going down that was truly one I could get behind. We were seeing the brokering of a child's future.
He said he would be fine with us coming to get her to take her to school tomorrow.
You want to be able to see what a solution is. They don't come easy, and I think that what Restavek Freedom is doing is being innovative and honestly putting in a tremendous amount of work.
Well, her family has agreed to let us come pick her up tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock to get her to school and register her. So she's excited. Ou content pour aller à l'école demain? She said yes.
It's not just a smile, but it's what the smile's saying. It looked like she was seeing her life differently for the first time.
D'accord.
When I tell people that I'm working on slavery issues, they go, oh, you must be going in and grabbing people and running out. You can't do that. And especially working in Haiti, you have to be very diplomatic, you have to understand the culture.
When I have a moment like this morning, it makes me feel that there's hope. When a young girl can say wow when she walks into a school, that's fantastic.
When you become a child's freedom partner, you're providing children like Fedna with an education, an advocate like Fabiola, and a future. Today, Fedna is growing beautifully, and she now knows freedom from isolation, freedom from illiteracy, and freedom from despair. Your partnership is transformational for each child, and you become a part of ending child slavery in Haiti.